The Word of God is made manifest in me by grace. All fear dissolves in the light of my mind, in the light of my mind, in the light of my mind, in the light of my mind. In the light of my mind, in the light of my mind, in the light of my mind. I'm safe, I'm loved, I'm free, already I'm free. I'm whole, at home, I'm free, already I'm free. In the light of my mind, in the light of my mind, in the light of my mind. Ooh, in the light of my mind, in the light of my mind, in the light of my mind. In quiet confidence, I will be given rest if I take no anxious thought. I will be given rest in the light of my mind, in the light of my mind, in the light of my mind. In the light of my mind, in the light of my mind, in the light of my mind. The search is over, I will let it be. I'll look no further, I live in you. You live in me. You live in the light of my mind, in the light of my mind, in the light of my mind. In the light of my mind, in the light of my mind, in the light of my mind.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Ricki.
Ricki.
Okay,
That
cool.
That
was
was
so
so
beautiful.
beautiful.
Okay, great. You can hear everything okay?
Perfectly.
Perfectly.
Okay, wonderful.
I'm
I'm
getting an
getting an
echo, but
echo, but
nobody else
nobody
is
else is
getting an
getting an
echo.
Is
echo.
anybody else getting an echo?
That's
That's
gonna
gonna
be a
be a
problem.
Yes.
problem.
May drive
May
me a
drive me
little
a little
crazy.
crazy.
Wow. That was musicians sound on.
No, I
Now
don't.
musicians.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that was the problem. Okay. Yeah, you have to have that off. Now I'm fine. All right. Well, welcome everybody.
Wow.
Um,
Okay.
I'm Elizabeth Keith. Some of you know me from the Morning Miracles conversations, and some of you know me from doing the Byron Katie work. So I have been part of Speakeasy since the very early days. Speakeasy is a diverse and progressive spiritual community sharing a message of love and engaging in conversation that inspire creative expression, which is what we just got to see, and spiritual well-being, which we'll be hearing more of. We honor the Divine Mother and follow the teachings of A Course in Miracles and the principles of love. We see each of you as a unique expression of love capable of divine embodiment. Here at Speakeasy, truth is our passion, love is our religion, care is our currency, peace is our goal. We attempt to speak easily about tough and tender topics so we might navigate life with wisdom and grace. We devote this service today to the Divine Mother, Mary Magdalene, Jesus, Buddha, and all the holy names of God, to all saints and enlightened teachers, as well as their teachings, specifically the teachings of A Course in Miracles. We welcome you, and we're so glad you're here. We are a social media friendly community. Although I do long for the days when we all met together and got to hug each other, I'm not going to lie. We invite you to check in on our Facebook platform, share our invites and events. And if you're watching on live stream or on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We have a global message and we invite you to help share that message. If you happen to get a reminder text today and you know somebody who could benefit from this conversation, just go ahead, copy and paste and text them the invite. It's so easy. Everybody likes to be invited. They don't always like to come, but they like to be invited. We know that. Um, so I'm sorry, I am unfamiliar at this, just lost the script. Okay, it's so great to be here with you this morning. If this is your first time, welcome. If it's your second time, welcome back. Our hope is that you make this your spiritual home. Our spiritual community is a place to connect. We'd love to be able to recognize you by name. So if you're comfortable, please add your name on your Zoom profile. And we love to see your face too. All right, before we get to the talk, I'm supposed to give you a little overlook so you know what you're in for. You're in for Shannon Provost, who will be sharing invitations and announcements. Then we get Gigi Laporte leading us in prayer. Then we have the talk. Then our beautiful Ricki will be giving the talk. Then we'll have the offering, and then we get to talk about anything that you heard today, especially the words Ricki will be sharing with us. So that's the roadmap. I am happy to introduce you to Shannon Provost, whose name I probably mispronounced.
Provost, no worries. Hello, everyone. My name is Shannon Provost, and I am a grateful member of the Speakeasy community. I have a few announcements for this week to kick off the new year. So on Thursday, January 1st, start your day and every day in 2026 with Miracles Live 365. This is a program where we gather every morning to study, apply, and embody the workbook lessons of A Course in Miracles live on Zoom. We have two different times available where you can join live, or if you are not able to make the live call, You can listen to the replay and connect with the group in our private Facebook group page once you join the membership. Don't miss this great opportunity to make 2026 a year filled with peace. Also, on January 1st at 11 a.m. Central Time, join New Year's TLC. In this restorative gathering, you'll be guided through meditation, contemplation, reflective writing, and conversation. You'll leave with clarity, peace, and a renewed sense of purpose anchored in your inner voice and God's unfolding plan, and will close with a restorative sound healing to seal intentions. Couple more things here. And at 7:18 p.m. Central Time, you can close your New Year's daily in prayer and meditation with Sacred Sanctuary led by Gigi Laporte. On Saturday, January 3rd at 10 a.m. Central Time, join Elizabeth Keats, who is right here hosting today, for the introduction of the work of Byron Katie. It's a practice to release resentment, fear, and judgment. It's also available by private appointment by emailing Elizabeth, and her contact information will be in the chat. All of our offerings can be found in our calendar of events. The link will also be in the chat. When you see an offering in the calendar that is of interest, just click on it and you'll see the details and registration information. Or you can go to our website at speakeasyspiritualcommunity.com. Thanks, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. I am Gigi Laporte, and before we do our little prayer, I just want to give a shout out to Elizabeth for being our lovely hostess, for Ricki for agreeing to bring her wisdom here, to Jack that we're get to be heard and seen through his magic, and also to Shannon for her service. Just a reminder, service is like prayer in action. That being said, I invite you to turn within, and I'd just like to remind you of who you are, of what you are. From A Course in Miracles. We are God's children, complete and healed and whole, shining in the reflection of her love. In us is love perfected, fear impossible, and joy established without opposite. We are the holy home of God herself. We are the heaven where her love resides. We are holy, truly holy, and there's nothing our holiness cannot do. I invite you to just take those words in for a moment. Heavenly Father, Holy Mother, Jesus, the Christ in me, I thank you for the power of love that heals and prospers me. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Shishi. That was beautiful. So now, yay, we get to listen to Ricki Comeaux a little bit further. Ricki has facilitated workshops and retreats all over the world. In fact, right now, I believe you're in the Netherlands. Am I right about that? Yeah.
Yes.
She integrates raw, original music with A Course in Miracles teachings for profound personal transformation. Her Course in Miracles tarot readings, I have to tell you, they're delicious. And her intuitive guidance are illuminating, supportive, and can be mind shifting. I've been following her on Facebook for years. And just a little aside, my daughters have no interest in A Course in Miracles, but my daughter does have an interest in Ricki Comeaux, who somehow or other has introduced her to A Course in Miracles. So often she will quote something like, Mom, it's all either love or fear. And I'll be like, I never heard that before. So Ricki, it's delightful. Thank you. Take it, please.
Thank you.
I guess I have a question for Jack. With the first song I did, was it okay? Was there an echo? So do I go back on to the musicians on?
Yeah, the song sounded beautiful, and it's only if other people speak then it's an issue, but luckily we don't have to worry about that when you're playing. So,
Great. I'll put it back on for this next song, which is
yeah.
called I Forgive. Every corner of my mind is playing tricks on me. It's just fragments and dreams. Everything I think, all I believe is showing up for me to see, to forgive. I forgive. I forgive. I forgive. I forgive. Forgive. Beyond the images I see, forgiveness waits for me, soft and warm. If I hold on to my hate, if I judge, if I hold on to my grudge, I am blind. So I forgive. I forgive. I forgive. I forgive. I forgive. Well, I'm blind if what I see could never be. Well, anger binds, leave it all behind. And be free. I forgive. I forgive. I forgive. Well, I forgive. I forgive. I forgive. Thank you so much. Oh. Thank you so much, everyone, for showing up here today and just showing up. I think I'm just supposed to talk now about, yeah, for me, about my journey. I was asked to give a topic and I don't usually do that, but I chose one, and it was healing through joy, because it's been such a long and just crazy journey. And I'm 56 now, and I just made a decision this year. I'm so done with healing through pain and suffering. It's time. It's time to step into the light. I mean, everyone I know has been so devoted. I mean, I'm amazed by the people in my life. It seems like everyone is just always wanting to be integrous, do the right thing in prayer, and, even to the point of don't want to get it wrong. And I could start to see that it was a reflection of my own devotion. Finally, I could, start to see my own devotion, which, yeah, like A Course in Miracles says, if we take the knife out of our brother, we put it in our own back. And I realized once I stopped blaming others for my suffering, I had started to just judge myself for everything. And I feel like, and I don't usually plan these talks. I rather channel, but I did pray a lot about it. I did pull some tarot cards, and I did journal a couple times today about this talk. And I really got that it was a lot just about letting go of control. And in the tarot, I pulled a couple of queens, and those queens represent not the emperor or the kings that are trying to make stuff happen and grab. The queens do represent allowing things to come, and not, and not worrying, just like, here's what I want, God, and then I'm going to be on my merry way, and I'm going to just do me. And I think most of my journey has been, how do I do me when I'm working so hard to be like everyone else, to try to be normal, to try to fit in. And it took me moving to Mexico to stop trying to please my family, and or try to be, uh, straight, or spiritual in the right way, or my family, if you say the word tarot, they think it's the devil's work. So it wasn't just one time that I was sent in to, kind of make people think about their beliefs. It was like, if you love me, you're going to have to look at yourself. If you had me as a child, or if you want to be in my life, you're going to have to question your beliefs, because I believe that I am loved. And I actually could see that my family seeking help so they can understand me. So I thought that was pretty cool in the end. And I really did have to see how I was sent into people's lives to open up their mind when their minds were closed. And so that's great, but it was a hard journey. It was finding all the faults within myself, and the laziness, and loving myself anyway. It was finding, that even when I got so tired of being ignored or not being loved, then I got mean, then I got rigid, then I closed my heart down, and I had to change, I had to forgive myself. So I feel like, to heal through joy, yeah, it's just when we can't any longer stand to suffer, we all will have enough eventually. We all get to that point where, you know what, enough's enough. And I did. And it actually took me 7 years alone. I've been I just moved to Holland, actually. Well, I don't know if it's going to be a permanent move, but I've been kind of a gypsy for a long time, and I've been alone, and I've had to face myself. I've actually had a life review. Like, the spirit really showed me. I mean, I had to see I came into the world suffering. It was like, there was nothing I could do. I didn't have control as a baby or a child. But then when I did get control, then I was like, I'll show you. And then, then I had to frickin', turn that around. And so it's like, it was a life review of the things that, what was done to me, I did. And I just think that it's about the softening. It really is about forgiveness. And I can't even tell you what that is, except that I feel when I was ready, I was able to see myself, and it was horrible. I didn't like what I saw. So I decided that I would change. And I would just try to find a way to love myself. And one of the cards I picked was a Course in Miracles card today. It said, I feel the love of God within me now. And I really had to come to the point where I could feel that God lives within me too, not just my teachers or my religious, you know, whatever mentors. I don't even want to go into the teachers and the mothers and the fathers. It's like they're all representations of what we believe. And I've seen the people and things change as my mind did change. But what I really had to work on was know thyself. And know thyself in truth is love. We are that. It doesn't really matter what we did. We're forgiven. We're all forgiven, every single one of us. And I love that, which is something I really can't share with any of my biological family. They were like, how can we all be forgiven? And I'm so sorry that there are some people that won't question that, but we're all forgiven. We're all loved. God is loving. God is, and God is love, and there's no opposite. So, and I don't have to be right, but this is what I'm following, the love. And in that, I found I've had to surrender so much. And I have had to fail over and over and over and over again. And one of the things I learned about that was that I cannot fail, is that I will never give up. So that's pretty cool because life is an experiment. I found that out. I found out that there's no right and wrong, that we're supposed to make mistakes. And it's really cool because I could be all the way in Holland to think that God's got a plan for me. I could get here and it might not be the plan, and that's okay. And I'm okay with that now. Like, I really am okay with being wrong. And I've just learned how to nurture myself. I've learned how to, I come from mental insanity. Most of the people in my blood are on antidepressants. I am not. But I spend 3 hours a day in meditation and prayer and journaling. And I have a friend who beats a tennis racket on the bed for her healing. Well, I write and sing. I walk, I lift some weights sometimes. I'm not even a Hitler about that because I used to be. I just, sometimes my friend calls me and says, you need to go beat a tennis racket on the bed. And I really like that she says that because I always end up hurting myself because I don't have a tennis racket. So I'll try something different and I'll hurt myself. And I'm like, I sing, Judy. I sing and I'll go run it out or something, but I just got to do me. But she says, well, it doesn't matter because you're crying now. So that means your wall's down. You're good. Go. Your heart opened up. So tears, that's the, highest form of creation that we can do here on earth. It's so real. It's like I have goosebumps. That's how I know when God is working in me. That's how I feel. I feel it, and I do channel. I do use these pictures on these cards and I talk about them, and I get people, people laugh at me, some people, and some people think that it's the devil's work, and it cracks me up because anything can be used. This phone can be used to search God or search, I'm so trying not to curse. I'm so bad at cursor, but I haven't cursed yet, I don't think. So like I just feel like I know that when I was in a spiritual community where I was doing other people's beliefs again, and I heard very clearly the Spirit say, you are going to start a tarot channel on YouTube. And I was like, no, I'm not. Everybody will freak out on me. And I was sneaking watching it. I was sneaking it. And so I just went to learn it. And then I was told that all I learned would be used to hear the Spirit and the cards, and I could drop the meanings. Someone's going to have to tell me when my time's up because I have no idea how much. But anyway, I love it. And I can only do like one tarot reading a week on YouTube or nobody sees them. It's a small community of people who wait for the messages. But if I try to do more than one a week, nobody sees it because Spirit won't let me have that as my living because it's too easy for me. I'm not scared at all. It's getting out of my comfort zone is getting on this guitar. I'm shaking when I'm singing, I'm sweating. And I used to do it for a living in New Orleans, but I was on drugs. I couldn't get on that stage without 18 drinks and it was crazy. I could not manage that lifestyle, and I never will be able to. So it's yeah, I feel like we're always going to be expanding. So whatever comes really naturally and easy is beautiful and we can enjoy it. But also we're going to be asked to stretch ourselves and expand. And yeah, I love to talk and I love to be in front of a camera and sing. I'm like, I was in theater, I was a theater girl. So I just like to express myself in any way possible. And I'm always so grateful to have a platform like this because we are always speaking what we need to really not just learn, but I want to walk it. I don't want to live in suffering anymore. I want to vibrate ecstasy. Like I want to vibrate love where I want to walk into the room and people feel that love. And a lot of the times, I'm so scared. A lot of the times I have panic attacks and stuff. Like it just happens. But I don't know. I really have an awesome life. I'm really full of energy and love and light, and I have all that good too. So there's your trying the non-duality in the duality world. But yeah, I'm just dancing and singing my way through this life the best I can. And I do spend a lot of time in prayer and meditation. And oh, one of the things I want to talk about was when I cannot find, I'm always better when I have someone I can say, can you just hold the space for me? And if you can find someone that you can say that to, that will do that for you and you can do that for them. And some people have to say, Ricki, I'm asking you to hold the space. And I'm like, oh my God, I am so far from perfect, but they know that. So it's like, don't fix me. Don't. And then I need that too. I really need that too. And I feel like that is the number two healer. The number one is to go inside and ask for help and just try with all your might to get still. Because if you can, you're going to find the peace of God. And if you can't, call a damn friend every time, every time, every time, every time. And I will say, I'm up all night with you, Jesus. I'm up all night long. I know I turned that phone off, but let me do it again. I'll just say I have a date with spirit tonight. I'm not moving until I feel better. I'll say that. And if I do, if I am really determined, then I'll be done in an hour. I really will. And I'm so grateful for that. And I'm so grateful for the people that I have said, if I call you, you can say whatever you can. And there are a couple of people that I really can hear anything from and really go inside. And so I'm grateful for that. Those are the ways that I get through the really hard stuff. How's that?
That's wonderful. And I think what we'll do is continue, and then maybe there'll be wonderful conversation, and you can share that way too, rather than you strike me as someone who would that would be better than just having that blurted out.
Absolutely.
By the way, we have potty mouths in this community, so don't ever worry about that. It also occurred to me that you speak Maureen's language. The through being in this community, I learned to let go of the idea that there was any value in suffering. Maureen believes and teaches always that we are here for that joy you express. So
Wow.
thank you. Looking forward to hearing more. Right now, Shannon will talk to us about our community offering. Shannon?
Yeah, Ricki, you fit right in here. And I'm sad that Maureen's not here to just concur that because, oh man, you're awesome. All right, giving statement. Speakeasy is a non-for-profit virtual spiritual community, and we exist on the generosity of our community members. We thank you for playing your part and for taking the opportunity to make a donation for today's daily bread. Your generous donations help us bring spiritual leaders, artists, and speakers to Sunday service and keep important conversations going. As the law of circulation states, freely we give, freely we receive. As you are spiritually fed by today's conversation, I invite you to go within and see what is yours to share. No gift is too small. The donation link is in the chat and as well as on our website, speakeasyspiritualcommunity.com. I'm so excited for this conversation. Thanks, everyone.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you, Shannon. So now is the time for our conversation. We invite you to speak easily, find your voice, your truth, share your thoughts, inspirations, awareness, or questions. We take it all right now. The only thing is we would like you to raise your virtual hand. And if it's possible, if you don't, as has happened in this community If you're not in the bathtub, if you don't have rollers in your hair, go ahead and put your camera on too. So I'll begin. I'd also like to figure out how to get back to the group and not just me. There we are. Now I can see everyone. Yay. Oh, look at all those people. Ricki, I loved your songs, and I loved the song where you kept repeating, I forgive, I forgive, I forgive. And, I know the Course in Miracles definition, but I know that we all apply it and live it in our own way. And I thought maybe you would share what forgiveness looks like for you.
Hmm. Yeah, thank you. I'm still working on that with my mother. And I I I recently, she's had cancer for 17 years and she's a
Wow.
fundamentalist Catholic. And she also, as a child, I took on her pain and her suffering. So I'm an empath. I didn't know that, and just really, I love her. And also, she can cut me to pain. So, like, I will take care of her for years, and then she'll all of a sudden say that my religious beliefs and sexuality are poisonous out of nowhere, and I'll be uninvited into her house. And so, when I recently got the email like this again, I was like in shock. And I just, when I was walking, I was just pacing around the house. I was on a pet sit in Mexico and I was freaking out. Like my nervous system was just like, I cannot believe I'm getting this from her. I've just spent 3 years taking care of her. We almost lost her. And then I was like, wait a minute, this has happened to you before with her a few times, like at least 3 times in your whole life, this has happened. And I was like, so in minutes, I just calmed down. I got really still and quiet. And I video called her and I said, Mom, I got your email. And listen, I was never going to live with you. I don't need your help, but thank you for the help you've given me. Like she has my things and she got in her head that I was, yeah, so she wants me to live with her to take care of her. And she wanted me. So anyway, what I did was I just overlooked everything in the email that hurt me. And I just said, Mom, come. I said, hey, I just want to let you know, I never had planned on living with you, and I'll come and get my things as soon as the house sells. And she was like, okay. And then in no time, she was sending me messages and emails that, like it had never happened. I love you. I need you to please come and take care of me. Please come and live with me. It was like I did. So it was kind of like, am I going to bite the bait again? And first of all, be hurt. And second of all, like another thing this is coinciding with is, it used to crush me when my dad wasn't proud of me or told me to give up my scholarship in theater. And my sister was like, why do you care so much about how a drunk meanie feels about you? And I was like, oh, and then again, my sister was like, Mom is crazy. How can you let yourself be so devastated? And it hit me. It's not that anyone's this or that or is this or that. Why am I biting the bait? I'm never going to stop loving these people. And my mind is going to keep getting opportunities for forgiveness. So am I going to fly to the US tomorrow as my mom wants me to go take care of her again? No, I'm not going to do that. I've been doing that for years. So that's where I saw that I was setting myself up. I have learned how to forgive by not being devastated, not giving myself away, not helping others while throwing myself under the bus. Because I wasn't really able to forgive in the way that the Course talks about. Forgive your brother for what he never did. I really feel like some things that happened to me were unfair. So I have to know that I came here into this family, into this life to overcome so that I could pass it along. Like Lucy in the movie, the only reason she was there was to learn she could hold all knowledge and then pass it along before she left. And I don't have a completely healed ego that says that I don't get hurt, but I don't have to take it with me anymore. And I don't have to hold them accountable for my suffering. If you think back, anyone who can hurt you, you love them. I have to say, if anyone who can do this to me, I feel, because if I didn't love them, it wouldn't matter. I don't care what you say. I don't care. Just tell me what you say, what you want about me. So I must be invested somehow. I must have some love that I can't understand. So I'm going to let myself love them, but I'm not going to lose myself in them again. I'm going to love them. Some of these people I'm going to love from afar because they are toxic for me. But I have to find a way, and I am finding a way to keep their memory in my hearts of just the loving thoughts remain and not let them in a door that needs to be closed, and the difference between that. So I'm in the process of learning true forgiveness for myself. I know what it means in fact, but I'm still working through it.
Yeah, thank you. I love the phrase, if we're breathing, we have forgiveness work to do. So it's not surprising. And I'm just going to put a little plug in here because for me, Byron Katie's work has taken me past that place when you just can't forgive. So anybody who's free on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock Central Time, I'd love to see you in that process. I don't see any hands up. Do we have some people with some questions for Ricki? Either I know that she'd be open to questions about her music, her creativity, her tarot readings, her processes. Anybody have any hands up? I don't see
I'll
any.
put my hand up.
Thank
Good
you.
morning. Good morning. I love what you said in the beginning that the healing didn't really occur until you decided to change your beliefs about, your family, your culture, society, whatever it was that, that led you to feel like being in struggle or being in pain was serving you in some way. So that's how, I'm not sure if I'm paraphrasing it right, but that's kind of what I heard. And I think that we've all been in that place, and if you've lived a day in your life, your ego has, taken control sometimes. But I had my mom passed last year, and I really didn't know what this year was going to look like. Last season, I don't even remember it. It just kind of floated in and out of me. And this year, I moved to Arizona. I've changed my life in many ways, and I didn't really know what this was going to look like. And I just came curious. I came to this season curious, and I just didn't really plan anything or have an agenda. And a couple days before Christmas, my nephew called and said, we're going to drive in from Colorado Springs, and we want to spend Christmas with family, and we want to spend it with you. And they have an 8-year-old, and you know, and they have a dog. We have a dog, and it just looked like dogs and kids just made everything sparkle around here. So I just had no room but joy in my heart for anything else. I just had joy. And I don't know if I've ever had that before in my life, but I allowed it in, and I didn't I just met everyone where they were and met myself where I was. And I don't know if that's what forgiveness is, but it just sure felt different, and it felt really beautiful. And I was wondering how, like, and then of course they left, and now I'm back in my life again, and I want to hold on to that joy, and I feel like I am in many ways, but I don't know. I just it's just a practice, I guess. And one of the things my nephew said, he's 8 years old, and I asked him if he wanted one of the cookies we decorated, and he said, "I'm practicing self-control on sugar." He's 8.
Oh.
And I thought, oh my gosh, that's about the kindest thing you could do for yourself. So maybe it's not all about forgiveness. Maybe it's about kindness.
That's beautiful.
So I was wondering what your thoughts are on that.
I do listen. I have a friend called Michelle Galito, Erin Michelle Galito, and she channels, and her one message is kindness and not to take life so seriously. And I was in a community where it wasn't so much about the kindness. It was really about just saying everything and getting and being strong enough to get over it. So, there's a time in my life where it was like the opposite of kindness. And so if you ask me if it's about kindness, I say hell to the yes. It is all about kindness. And it is because the way we treat our brother is the way we are treating ourselves. If you wash the feet of your brother, you're doing it to Jesus or Mary Magdalene. It doesn't matter. I mean, this is how if you ask anybody on their deathbed, they were like, oh shit, it was only love, only the way I loved that mattered. That's all that matters. That's it. Kindness is all that matters. Isn't that the trick? We thought we were just trying to be a good girl for God or get it right or do it right or be disciplined or oh, it was such bullshit. It really was.
Thank you. Thank you. Debbie, it's so good to see you. Richard Olson, what would you like to share this morning, sir?
Thank you so much, Ricki. The music was wonderful, and I really enjoyed your chat, especially the section about the forgiveness. I'm glad you brought up self-forgiveness. Um, we're going to get we're going to get the lessons, uh, and I guess when I've heard Dove speak, is I guess we choose whether we're going to hear it with pain or peace, So, um, do you have any thoughts about choosing peace over pain? I know pain's ingrown in our outward world, but the peace from within. How
Yeah,
have you,
go ahead.
no, I was going to say, how have you bridged that?
Well, like I said, I spend 3 hours every morning getting there. And then because it's beautiful to me, because I love sinking in but so that I can have that foundation to that altar within to choose the peace as the things come across my screen each day. But honestly, I've been one of the hugest reactors you would ever have known, and so it has been my practice to pause every single time so that I actually can choose peace over suffering. If I don't pause, I don't get to. Ricki will go, fuck you.
Yeah,
That's what Ricki would do
yeah,
because it's a trigger. It's a trauma reaction. It's a what the fuck is happening? It's a child. It's a child. So if I can either be that child in trauma or I can pause and go, and I'm just saying, help me. That's all I'm saying, help me. That one pause, and I'm going to be like, I hear you. And I'm going to either have something to say that is helpful for both me and the other person, or I'm going to walk into another room and say, I don't even have to say I'm going to pray, but I'm going to go pray. Yeah, I just need a minute and I'll come back. And even sometimes walking up the stairs is all I needed. Really, even just saying I need a minute is enough. It's amazing. It's
it is.
that where you give yourself the chance to choose, right? And then you've chosen right there.
I had suffered from the same anxiety you expressed when you were performing in Louisiana, where I would have to get so loaded before, you know, performing or I did work backstage and stuff. It was just like, and I had to give that whole thing up. If I had to choose between that or peace, and once I chose peace, I was everything else followed, maybe not as quickly as I would have liked, but it followed. I mean,
Yeah.
and I'm very much reactive, and it's really about that, like when you look at somebody's tombstone, they have the birth date, they have the dash, and then they have the end date. It's really about the dash. I mean,
It's beautiful.
we have to give ourselves the dash. It's the space in between.
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. I really like the space in between thing, like in between the notes, in between the words. I really thank you for saying that.
the white on the paper between words, or the musical notes. The
Blank canvas, tabula rasa. We could go on all day.
Thank you very much for
Thank you.
saying yes to be here.
It's my privilege, really. Yeah.
Marty, you have a question?
Yeah,
Thank you,
hey, how you
Ricki.
doing? Thank you. Thanks very much. I just want to let you know you can curse all you want. Nobody's gonna be mad at you. So just so I think too, we're probably all a little buggy. We've been through stuff, where it's affected how we, deal with people, how we live, how we react and deal with people. And I know that I have to try to, like you say, choose peace. Try to get anybody's bullshit, because I loved it. Oh man, we get it. I mean, I'm an old guy now, but when I was young, I was a scrapper. And yeah, I ain't no joke. I mean, it was kind of like what I had to do. I couldn't let anybody get away with anything. But that what that make me?
Yeah.
And talk about bullshit. I mean, that is really bullshit. So I'm a semi rookie at ACIM. Been doing it for a little while. It's real good, real good. I also, haven't had a drink in a long time, which is a very, very good thing because that's a major problem, you know. And I like the ACIM because it gets into a little more deeper than what I've done before, as far as things, you know. So I don't know whether I got a question for you, except that like it's good to hear from you how you got to choose things, peace, and you know sometimes I used to think I'm from a big metropolitan area, originally, but I'm almost like I don't want to be with nobody. I don't want to see people, because then I don't have to put in any kind of interactions.
Yeah.
And you can't live like that. You can't live like that. I can't live like that. So anyway, I'm going to shut up so this way you can talk a little bit and you can curse. Don't worry about it.
Thanks,
I'm a
Marty.
big guy now.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Marty. Yeah, there wasn't a question there, was there, that I, no,
That's
Ricki.
okay, no problem.
Yeah, okay. Then Gail, you had a question? We can't hear you, you're muted.
No.
Are we good?
We are so good.
I'm a little challenged. I do not have a question. I just wanted to say during meditation prior to you speaking, Ricki, I literally prayed for everything you said.
Wow.
And I want to thank you so much for all the words you had today because it is so hard to find somebody who understands that fight with a parent and how they throw you away and how you have to deal with it. And it's so heart wrenching. And I'm just going to let that go because I could go on forever. And woe is me. And that's not where I want to be. So thank you so much because I have so much to do today and every day. Bless you.
Wow, that's one mind. Thank you so much for that. I have no idea that was going to come out of my mouth, so it was for you.
Thank you. And Rachel, you have a question.
Hi, Ricki.
Hi, Rachel.
It's so nice to finally meet you. I just want to thank you. I could have asked a lot of questions, but my time is limited. So I want to thank you and let you know that I discovered your readings at a time in my life when my anxiety became almost unmanageable. And I realized I had to rewire my brain in order to continue functioning in the world and continue with my job. and learning to center myself and breathe and not react, as you said. Anyway, your readings have been so helpful. And my mom, Elizabeth, my mom, and I joke all the time about how they just so often seem like they're just for me, and I don't even know you, but I'm so appreciative, and they're so beautiful. And I recommend them to all my closest friends. The meditation aspect, the grounding, the optimism, the hope, and the idea of always bringing everything back to a choice between love or fear. And I find it so helpful, and it's so beautiful. And if in every reading there's some wisdom that speaks to me, even if the whole thing doesn't seem like it's all for me, and they often do, but there's always wisdom to it, and I'm so appreciative. So keep up the good work.
Hey, thank you so much, and for always letting me know that you're grateful. And I feel you there, and I'm grateful. I really am. It really keeps me going. So thank you.
I'm so glad. I'm so appreciative. Thank you so much.
And me too. I'm so appreciative for the gifts you've given my daughter. Absolutely. All right. Rafi.
Yeah, hi. I don't have a question. I just wanted to share something that I do that really helps. If I'm getting into a situation where I'm starting to get upset about something or anxious about something, and first thing I ask myself is, how is me being anxious and upset going to help this situation? How's it going to make it better? Well, it can't. So I go into, am I peace now? Am I aware now? Am I love now? Am I harmony now? And just by asking the questions, I get centered, and all of that other stuff melts away. And if feelings come up, I can feel them in my gut. Just welcome them and let them go, because they come up to leave anyway, and get right back into that harmony, that centered oneness. And then whatever the situation is, first of all, it's never as big as you think of. Ego always wants to go, makes, it's the worst possible case. Oh my God, it's the end of the world. Yeah, right. Give me a break. And and just get right back into that. So it's an exercise that I use, and I passed it on to other people, and they've used it. Thank me for it. So I don't know where it came from, but I felt that it was good. It was okay to share it. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I think we're at time. If Ricki would like to close us out with one more song, I think, unless Gigi, do you have why don't Gigi, you do, which comes first, the prayer or the song?
I think the song would be a perfect ending, honey. I really do.
All right, perfect. Okay, Ricki, take us out of 2025, please.
I would love to. This is a great message. I'm going to do this song, even though I haven't rehearsed it. I did paste in a third song in case I said spirit, in case someone asked for a third song, I'll do it, but I haven't rehearsed it. And thank God this is a Course in Miracles, because I can mess up. Let me okay, I'm going to put my original sound on. Been looking at my dreams, watching the images scream, watching my mind for beliefs in nothing. I've been looking at my thoughts and all the images of loss, and I can change it all in an instant. But I need to know I'm loved. I'm on my knees now, God. I need to know counterfeit false freedom. I need to know I'm loved. Been thinking I've been wrong about where I think I come from. I can remember a song of forgiveness. Well, it's time to change my mind. My God is soft and kind. My God is pure, bright light. I'm a witness, but I need to know I'm loved. I'm on my knees now, God. I need to know my worth, 'cause this world is not enough. No counterfeit false freedom. Well, I need to know I'm loved. I've been a real good girl for God. Now I just need this pain to stop. I'm putting down my script, walking off the stage, smashing through the set. Forget the architect, 'cause I'm going home. I need to know I'm loved. I'm on my knees now, God. I need to know my worth. This world is not enough. I need to know I'm loved. I need to know I'm loved. I need to know my worth. This world is not enough. No counterfeit false freedom. 'Cause I need to know I'm loved. I need to know. I need to know. God, I need to know.
Thank you so much, Ricki. That was absolutely beautiful. Let's all meet again the next year and enjoy all the blessings that we received today. Love you all. Bye-bye.